Hello everybody, if you are seeing this video, this is part 2 of Treasure episode Finn from ATEEZ. So part 1 is up here, also in the description. If you're watching this, I hope you have seen part 1. It was freaking incredible, the first half of the album. So in this part, we're going to be continuing. We're up to If Without You, Thank You, Sunrise, and then beginning of the end, right? No, sorry. Wow, I said that in the first one. My bad. It's If Without You, Thank You, Sunrise, With You, and then beginning of the end. I also just realized that because there's 5 songs in this one, technically, with the outro might have to be cut out depending on what YouTube wants me to do, so just know about that. But we're gonna get into it. Okay, If Without You. I like where it's going so far.
괜찮아 너는 지금 별처럼 빛나잖아 너는 모르겠지만 환하게 밝혀주는 걸 이곳에 물들여
Both of your voices, of course, first things I hear.
괜찮아 너는 지금
They're so good. They're falsettos. Freaking falsettos, I can't get enough of. And Songhwa, just very unique voice. Like, it goes so low.
잊고 싶어 그날 봄에 나골의 설렘을 신의 차가운 눈빛이 날 비춰줬음에 쉬어가는 나게 물어줘요 피어나게 프리지아처럼 태양 아래 네가 있음에 좋은 일은 나와 함께 날아가죠 oh yeah
Without you 햇살 가득한 오후에 고양이처럼 늘어져 난
That was a good, like, higher register from your son. Ah. What the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? Why are you coming like that? I can't expect anything from Hong Jung ever.
내 심장에 네 향기가 머물 수 있게 숨이 턱 막히도록 매번 설레게 We were one, we still one 딱 붙어서 우리 one
Why are you yelling?
숨이 턱 막히도록 매번 설레게 We were one, we still one 딱 붙어서 우리 one
It's about 18 or I don't know. Are they comparing themselves to being a cat? Like, is that because there's lots of lyrics that seem to be about that? Are they comparing themselves to being a cat with like their owner? And that's kind of like them with ATEEZ, like without ATEEZ they wouldn't be able to do anything.
너무 행복해 하늘보다 높을 만큼 너를 아껴 그렇게
I can't say it again. I really like this song. One of my favorites. This is so up my alley. No one ever suggested this one to me. that? What is that? What is that? I don't know how to feel about that. What was that? Oh my god. But also, this just makes me realize I'm such a fucking simp for vocals. God, I am. It's true. Like, I'm thinking about other songs that I like from other artists just in my head. I'm obviously not going to mention them, but a lot of them sound like this, whatever genre this song would be classified as, like this R&B pop. I don't know what to call it, but that kind of style, vocal, pretty vocal heavy at least. I think the rap parts are great, but pretty vocal heavy, like God, I just live for it. It's just my whole fucking existence is for that. Okay, next is Thank You, which I believe is the song that Hong Jung wrote for Samha. And you probably already told me that in part one, or maybe you saved it for part two because it came out at the same time. I don't know. Thanks, guys. thanking you in advance. Okay.
요즘 들어 가끔 넌 그런 생각을 해 어쩌면 넌 꽤나 잘 살았고 그진 건 너인 듯해 막상 티격태격 서로 향해 겨누지만 고만줄 모르고 배부른 거지 뭐 이런 말도 낯간지러워 구구절절
That guitar is so old school, almost country, but like soft rock for sure.
라도 알잖아 내 진심은 그래
Aww.
말이 있어 내가 하고 싶어 할 말이 있어
I don't know what it is about his voice. I don't know what it is. I have no explanation for it, how much I fucking love it.
내가 하고 싶었던 그 말 매일 밤을 지새워 고민했어 널 생각하면 미안한 게 많아 어렵던 그 말이 이제 하고파 고마워
Thank you for being on my side.
너와 함께 걸어갈 수 있어서
For being on my
It's
side.
so cute.
서로 기댈 수 있어서 조용히 몰아쳐도 비바람이 불어도 너와 나 언제나 우리 테니
That's so cute because Hong Jun Sungha's the oldest, Hong Jun is the second oldest and the leader, right? So of course they're gonna depend on each other all the time. Plus, they are so like that. At least from what the guides I could tell, they're like that. But like the mom and dad of the group type of thing, which some people will probably be offended by. People sometimes get offended by that kind of thing because it's like putting one as a female, but it's like that's not what that means. But like the parents of the group, kind of the ones that everyone else can depend on, and they work together in a partnership to kind of take care of everybody else.
Yeah. 아무 말하지 않아도 그때 일이 아닌 전부 여기 멈을 때 에이. 정신없이 잠든 다음 너의 콧노래 모두 연습 모두 갔을 때 에이. 예전처럼 표현하지 못해 법 빈틈 사람 마음을 꺼내보니 뭐가 급해 에이. Riding shine every day's your new day. Yeah.
I like that. Just the little at the end is very fitting. It's so interesting that this chorus, the verses are super fresh sounding, and then the chorus feels very full. Feels like they bring in so many more instruments into that, so that it makes it feel more full, more powerful.
내가 하고 싶었던 그 말 매일 밤을 지새워 고민했어 널 생각하면 미안한 게 많아 어렵던 그 말이 이제 하고파 고마워
Thank you for being on my side.
너와 함께 걸어갈 수 있어서
For being on
So sweet.
세상 서로 기댈 수 있어서 몰아쳐도 비바람이
And I kind of love that Songhwa only has these lines so far. I don't know if he has more, but even if a typhoon blows, even if it's rainy, it's kind of like it's like a call and response a bit. Like everyone else is saying this. It's in Hong Jun's words, I imagine. Unless I'm fucking up the song, but pretty sure that's, this is what's happening. And somehow almost it feels like he's replying like, yes, yes, all of that. Yes, I feel all of that with you. Even if a typhoon blows, even if it's rainy, like, you know I'm there. He doesn't need to say everything else that Hongjung is saying back, but he's giving little hints at, yeah, you already know it. You already know it.
너와 나 너와 나 언제나 우리 이대리
파도가 그치고 해가 돋네 눈을 떠 내 주위를 바라보네 내가 있음을 느껴 난 고해 발을 맞춰 세상 속에 공백
거친 세상 그곳에 우리 서로 함께 걷는다면 고마워
Thank you for being my song
너와 함께 걸어갈 수 있어서
That harmony with Jong Ho, right?
고마워
Hold on.
Thank you for being my song
너와 함께 걸어갈 수 있어서 힘든
Yeah.
세상 서로 기댈 수 있어서 겨울이 몰아쳐도 비바람이 불어도 너와 나 너와 나
And Hongjung only said one thing too. Oh my god! Going off with the ad-libs! Jongho, what the hell? That must be fucking amazing live. I just feel like that is super big sounding, but also, like, Hongjung only spoke at the beginning. He only sung or rapped at the beginning of a song, kind of introducing us to all of this. And then Songhwa only has that sentence that he says. Like, what do they do on stage when they're doing it? Like, all the other members are singing kind of about their like Hongjung's experience and thank you to Songhwa, and that's super cute. Like, it's, I just imagine them on stage kind of just holding each other and like kind of listening, right? I don't know, but that's what I imagine. It's super super sweet in my head, so I imagine it has to be something on stage, something like magical. I'm kind of not over that song, but the next one is Sunrise.
아직은 어두운 건 사실은 당연한 거야 결국엔 시간이 지나 해결해 줄 거라고
왜 항상 이렇지 나 매번 나를 속여 그러지 마더 짓궂게 못 살게 헤매는 난 필요해 한마디가
Oh boy. I'm harsh and mean to myself as I wander, so I need it. I need those words. Knowing that Mingi suffers from anxiety, that's a lot to consider. Because maybe he's probably too harsh on himself, right? Everyone's a little harsh on themselves. But it sounds like in this song that he needs them to build him up. Like, he needs it to push him forward even more. Because I imagine he gets a lot of praise from his fans, from his members. So maybe he feels like he needs to be harsher on himself so that he can continue to grow. But knowing about his anxiety issues, like, yeah, he might be definitely doing that too much. I mean, there's no good middle ground, I guess. As somebody that deals with anxiety, there's no good middle ground. It's kind of just like, oh, what do you do? He's a fucking angel. I need to go back and listen to the videos I did on this channel before and see the color coded, at least for those songs, and just see his voice, because he's fucking angelic. I'm in love with his voice. Even if it's a lie, I need to hear these things. Okay, so okay, this is going to be a tough song.
잘하고 있어 지금처럼만 해. No matter what some people say, no matter what some people hate, no matter what the things that make.
God, that's such an old school sound. That's like early 2000s. I feel like that was a thing.
No matter what some people say, no matter
But I love it. You can hear his breath every time.
what some people hate, no matter what the things that make you see. Just keep it up. 모두가 볼 수 있도록 더 just keep it up. 세상에 다 들리도록 우리 just keep it up. 가끔만 같지 않아도 그냥 just keep it up. Just keep it up. Just keep it up. What's my luck so dark? What always makes me hard? 안짝대는 맘 어깨 위 부담감 기다리지도 조금만 춥더라도 조금만 떠오를 거니까 좀만 가 속는 삼키고 alright 거짓이라고 해도 누군가 내게 해줬으면 했던 말 걱정 안 해도 돼 잘하고 있어 지금처럼만 해. No matter what some people say, no
Oh
matter what
gosh.
some people hate, no matter what the things that make you see. Just keep it up. 모두가 볼 수 있도록 더 just.
That guitar in the background. The lyrics are so fucking powerful, but also sounds anthemy. There's some darkness and some light in this song. Definitely. Overall, great message for sure, but it's going back and forth, right? Like that we don't feel like it sometimes, just keep it up. That's more on the darker side. It's like, should you really though, or should you have a break? You know? But then we have that first part where it's like, even if it's a lie, tell me these things. So it's going back and forth between this delusional vision of what you should be doing and what you want to hear and things like that, to reality, which is what you need to hear to get you through, or what you're actually thinking. Which is, God, it's so fucking well written. Really, really good. And that guitar. Wow. The music cutting out in just the claps and the stomps. First of all, imagine at a concert. Second of all, that's so fucking powerful to do. Like, now you're doing it all by yourself. Now you are doing everything by yourself.
Just keep it up. Just keep it up. Just keep it up.
That might be lyrically my favorite song. That went through so many different fucking things. I don't even know what to think about it right now. It's fucking amazing. Once again, like, we're just going through and there's so many things, different things happening on this fucking album, on this specific album, that I am entirely too in love with. And now we've got a slow. This is a ballad. What is this? Is this like a proper ballad? That sound sounds like rain, potentially. I don't know. It's an instrument, but it like sounds like elements outside. Like sounds like real life noises.
하루가 또 지나 내일은 더 너와 깊어지는 듯해 난 낯설었던 그 시간마저도 추억이라고 부를 수 있어 멈추지 않겠단 기억하니 내게 했었던 그 약속 난 여전히 걸어 어떤 어려움이 막아도 지금 내게 남아있는 건 너와 했던 약속들과 함께 했던 행복한 기억들만
Wow.
그게 나를 움직이게 나를 숨 쉴 수 있게 많은 시간 이렇게 너와 함께 나 걸어가고 싶어 더 나누고 싶어 Only wanna be with you 나 걸어가고 싶어 함께하고 싶어 항상 내 곁에 머물러줘
Wow. I don't know what it is about this album. Okay. Okay.
내 곁에 머물러줘 너를 만나지 못했다면 난 어떻게 됐을까 흘러가던 시간을 건너 널 찾아 헤매는 나 너무 참고 설레는 맘을 다 밝힌 뒤에 이러지도 저러지도 못해 넌 네 발걸음 뒤따선 온 길을 느낄 때쯤만은 닿지만 멈추지 않겠단 기억하니 내게 했었던 그 약속 시간도 멈춘 것 같아 순간이라는 그 말이 이렇게 날 설레게
It's a lot right now. It's a lot right now.
지금 내게 남아있는 건 너와 했던 약속들과 함께 했던 행복한 기억들만 그게 나를 움직이게 나를 숨 쉴 수 있게 많은 시간 이렇게 너와 함께 나 걸어가고 싶어 더 나누고 싶어 Only wanna be with you 나 걸어가고 싶어 함께하고 싶어 항상 내 곁에 머물러줘
Like, I swear to God, it feels like I'm reacting to ATEEZ for the first time. It feels like I'm experiencing them in their voices for the first time. Which is crazy to me because I feel like we're halfway through. We only have 2 albums after this, and still they're getting better and better. But this, I don't know what their other albums sound like. I don't know what Fever Part 1 and Part 2 sound like. But this has almost every single song on it is exactly my style of song. I'm pretty surprised by that because I think this is the only album that I've said that I haven't said, oh, this is the ATEEZ style that I'm used to. Because Wonderland, sure, Wind, sure, but all the other songs on this album, I wouldn't say are the ATEEZ style that I'm used to. I wouldn't say half of these songs on this album are songs that I would associate immediately with ATEEZ. which is blowing my fucking mind. And it's not a bad thing at all. It's not. It's absolutely not. It just means that the thing that I had in my head, even of them, which I could hear in almost every song, I am finding new things that I am now associating with them. Excuse me with your fucking low ass voice.
기억해 지금 이 시간 이런 감정들 기억해 지금 이 공간 우리 다짐을 기억해 이 발자국 기억해 이 떨림을 기억해
I didn't think they made freaking songs like this. Jesus Christ. Jesus. Okay, I really hope that I'm able to put this in the video, but if I'm not, I will give my thoughts on the song for sure after and the album. But because this is like the 5th song, it might get blocked, so.
Open your eyes.
We're going back to Wave and Crescent and episode 3. What song is that? I'm gonna have to look it up. I just sang the whole fucking song and I still can't remember which one it is. I know it's Answer or Illusion. Answer or Inception. Answer. Of course. Okay, Answer. So they're putting in a little bit of Answer here, which hasn't come out yet as of this time, right? Because I already checked out the album with Answer, but that's technically after this, right? But they're giving already a hint to Answer. Because that sounds like Answer. They have a lot planned out. Yeah. It sounds like a fucking pirate theme. It's so cool. Like, I understand that's their concept. That's why I'm saying that. But it sounds exactly like that. It sounds like this whimsical pirate song for like an OST for something like that. I cannot believe that they had all of this planned out though. Like, I know that they put the little snippets right at the end of the videos that go to the next song, the next music video, but I thought maybe that was like all the same album, or at least coming out closer together, because the music video would have probably been shot, way after, or sometime at least after the song was created, so they have more time to work on other music. But this is a whole fucking album that they're already preparing for Answer. Is that what's happening? Okay. Jeez. I am just constantly impressed by them, but this impressed me even more. This album, this album. Fuck. It's so good and it's so crazy that I started with Wonderland. So Wonderland's always gonna have like a special place in my heart, but this album has fucking just blown my mind. It's crazy the different types of sounds on this album and that they're almost all fitting for me. I would say the one that probably is the least for me is Win, but even that reminds me so much of Wonderland and they go so well together that I know I need to listen to it a couple of times just like I had to with Wonderland because I was on the fence about that one. Win I'm not on the fence about. I do like, but it's just out of all of these songs, they were all so perfect. And I'm kind of at the point where I'm like, I don't know. I always called myself like a baby-ish ATEEZ because I adored them. Even though I didn't like the music so much way back, I adored them. I would never have called myself part of the fandom. I would never call myself an ATEEZ until I really feel something for a group, for them. But like in general with other groups, I don't say I'm part of a fandom or anything unless I feel something. And I'm starting to really feel something. I started to feel something a bit before KQ Fellas, just on my own time with my friends. And then I felt something a little bit in KQ Fellas, and now I'm feeling something even more. So my love for them is definitely growing. My intensity and want to know them and learn more about them and discover more of their music as we go on is growing. And I don't know what that means yet. Like, I'm not going to say I'm an ATEEZ because that's a big deal for me. Like, saying I'm a part of a fandom is a big deal for me. So I'm not going to say that yet. But I can feel it happening. I can really feel it. So that was a long fucking ramble at the end for this album. Is incredible. Like, so freaking perfect. And I already thought that about Treasure Episode 2, which was a mini album. This one's a full fucking album where every song did not miss. And cohesively storyline wise was great. The different types of music on it were great. I just am floored as usual. Anyways, thank you so much for joining me on this ATEEZ journey in the first place and watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.